Hello, my name's Tony Fawcett, and welcome to Now Daft. This weekend I have got the Dirty Reiver. The Dirty Reiver is by far and away one of the biggest rides that I will do this year. It's a 200k gravel ride. Yes, 200k. That in old money is about 120 mile, I think. This event's been running for 9 years now, and I did it for the first time last year. And I vowed last year I was never ever going back. It bit me so hard, it was unbelievable. Got to 100 mile in, and the lights just went out completely. Like, I've never felt so bad on a bike that I did that day, and I just absolutely creeped back. The dust sort of settled. The organisers got back in touch, said, did I want to ride again? Did I want to come back and do the Dirty Reiver again? And my initial thoughts was no, absolutely no chance. Then as the dust settles, you realise actually it was a pretty good day out on the bike. Even though the weather was absolutely atrocious last year, it was still quite an epic day on the bike. I want to try and beat the 7 hours 43 that I did last year. The aim this year is to maybe go around about the 7.5 hours time, making sure I feed this year. That was the biggest thing I got wrong last year, was me feeding strategy. I was just far too blasé about the whole event and how hard it could be. Like, thought, I tried to get round on a pack of 4 pork pies and a couple of water bottles and a little bit of top up from the feed stations. That absolutely bit us. I had an absolute stinker, and I'm not going to make that mistake this year. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Most of all, Now Daft.
So that's the setup for Dirty Reiver all finalised. First up, got the all new Cadence Plus Scott helmet, beautiful bit of kit. With that, we've got contrasting pink Tarika light sensitive glasses. Look at them little bad boys. Got my little Syncross bag on the top there. Got the Syncross hydration pack, 2 litres of water in there with Connecticut energy all mixed. That should see us through the whole of the race. I've got another water bottle on there which I will pop some hydration tablet in it, some more Connecticut in the top tube bag. We have no pork pies. We do have some Connecticut gels, some fake Snickers just to get as a bit of a treat. But yeah, we're not going with any savoury items this year. And that's inside a little pouch. Got the Wahoo Roam up front. I will upload the whole route onto that so that I know exactly what's coming at all times. Tyres, gone with 42mm Pathfinders. We're running 30 psi in them, and I need all the help I can get. So I've got some pretty bling wheels on. I've got the Capital SL wheels. They are designed to be used for gravel as well as road, so this is the first outing on gravel. Pretty excited to give them a whirl. I'm running a 2x group set. I just prefer the 2x on the road because I use it as my winter training bike. I've got a 48-36 front chain rings, and then I'm running Ultegra 3011 on the rear. And that is the Dirty Reiver setup.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, fresh up out of bed. Quick look out the window. It looks mega cold. It's been clear overnight, so it looks like it's going to be a cold start, really cold start. So clothing wise, it's going to be a difficult one for this morning to try and figure out what I'm going to wear to start. As you can see, I've got this bad boy on. Can't sing the praises of Spatz base layers enough. These things are just unreal. So I've gone with Spatz base layer, Scott Gore Infium arm warmers just for a little bit of heat. Pioneer DJ came on board this year. Look at them bad boy. Look at that bad boy. I think you would agree. It looks mega. So pretty pleased to be racing in that this year. I found myself mega nervous for this weekend. I don't know why. I think it's because it bit us so hard last year. It's got us really quite nervous. I'd like to say most of all Now Daft, but this is ridiculous. This weekend is definitely going to take some years off my life. Monday morning, it's going to be a hard one. Anyway, let's get cracking with the natting. Let's get up the keel there.
I was sort of hoping that it would have warmed up by now. It hasn't. It's still sitting at -1.5 degrees, so it's going to be a pretty cold start, which has put a bit of a dilemma on what I should wear to start in. It's, yeah, like, it's causing us no end of like thought all the way up. Do I go with a thicker top? Do I go with warmer gloves? Do I put do I put leg warmers on? Bit of a nightmare. I don't really want to be burning energy trying to stay warm. The event's hard enough. Does, however, look like it's going to be a dry day. But these things were sent to test us. I suppose gravel's meant to be hard. It's not meant to be easy. So let's get cracking with that. Most of all, let's just enjoy it. Just trying to get parked now. It's going to get quite busy now, so I'm probably going to have to just get cracking with the knacking, get sorted, get everything on my bike and get ready and get to the race line to get a decent start. Don't want to make the same mistake as last year and starting in the lesser waves. Anyway, it's over and out. I'll see you on the flip side of this bad boy. Right, we're here, we're all parked. I suppose now is the time to really get cracking with the knacking. The nerves are starting to build massively. Am I ready? I don't think you're ever ready, are you? There's always something else you could do. But I think I've prepared a little bit better than last year. Fingers crossed. Oh my lord. I definitely remembered why I said I wasn't coming back to this event last year. Yep, it's bitters again. This time I didn't blow up. However, I've suffered with cramp. Something I never ever suffer with, which is weird. So it got to 80 mile and I was having to get off and walk up climbs and just a spiral of doom from there. Basically just spent the whole day sort of chasing and trying to get back to the race. Basically the only excuse I've got is I just wasn't good enough. I'm probably not in the best condition I've ever been in, which is why I'm probably struggling. It's a weird one. It's so hard. If you've never ever done this event, it's well worth doing. It's like, just do it once. Do it once and do it well once, and then come back and do the 130. Like, everybody that's come in that's done the 130, like 130 kilometers, they all sound like they've had a good day. Whereas the 200 kilometers was just, yeah, it was just too much for us. I've really struggled, even with me fueling strategy, not having any pork pies, which is maybe that's the reason why I haven't. Maybe that's the reason I cramped. Maybe it's because I should add some pork pies. Yeah, got a decent start. Got off in the lead group, so I've got no excuses there. I was on the fast wheels. Hit the first climb. I knew I would probably slide back, so it was just a matter of trying to hold on for as long as I could, which I did. And then I sort of slid back out of that group, picked up a small group of about 6 of us that were working relatively quite well, and we rode back to the sort of the main group at the halfway point. So at the halfway point, I was back in the race and felt, yeah, I didn't feel good, but I felt okay. It was looking like I was going to go sub 7 hours, looking at the time. But just after the halfway point, it just spiraled. The cracks started showing, and it just got worse from there. In a savage sort of way, I have enjoyed it, but I think I'll just do the 130 next year. I don't think I'm cut out for gravel racing. Don't like feeding on the bike. So like racing cross, I don't need to do that. Racing mountain bikes, like it's an hour and 20 minutes worth of racing. I can sort of get away with it a little bit of just one bottle and a couple of gels. But when it comes to these big days where it's like it's important that you feed and you get everything right, I haven't got that. I've got no excuses. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm mourning here. I think I've done a little bit faster than last year, which was 7:39. I think I might have just scraped in the 7:30s, which, you know, that was my goal, to go sub 7:30, and it was on. It was there. I haven't checked the timing yet, but yeah, it looks like I'm in and around sort of where I wanted to be, so that's not too bad. Numbers wise, the power, like, this is where it all gets really, really boring and tedious. I'll have power PBs for like the whole day. The first hour was just like mega fast and like really on it, trying to stay with them. The whole event, 7.5 hours with a 255 watt normalized power, which is like huge for me. Sometimes I'll go out and do a hard ride of an hour and it'll, like, an hour's cross race is only 265 watts normalized power. So it's quite, yeah, I've had quite a hard day out. TSS just short of 500 TSS, which is for people that don't know what TSS is, it's training stress score, and basically gives you a score of how hard you've gone and how much it's taken out of you. Thanks for watching. Please do remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Anyway, I'm going to get changed and I'm going to wander back up there and do a little bit of networking, a bit of casual chitty chat to people and like try and make myself not sound so fucking miserable. Anyway, most of all, now daft.